Oh, boys and girls, I love this project so much. You are going to be making an elephant from India, from the big festival that they have there. And I even, doing this as a sample, didn't put on tons and tons of embellishments, but I think you're gonna have so much fun doing this today. So the first thing we need to do is to start to draw your elephant. And I know we always have an issue with people kind of freaking out and saying, oh, I messed up, or whatever, which is why I'm going to let you start with pencil. But I really, really, really beg you to not erase, because you're never going to finish this project otherwise. So let me just show you what we're going to be doing. You're going to be starting, and just so that you don't, or we have a good chance of you not messing up, you've got about this much of your paper. I want for you to come down and in the middle, just a little bit right here, I have a dot. And now what you're going to do with the dot is you're going to start here. You're going to come up. You're going to go all the way down. And then you're going to come up and stop. So it's kind of like you're making a gigantic C there. And now what I'd like for you to do is to come right here and go across. So we've got that going now. So what we've begun is the elephant's body. Now we're going to go like this. We're going to start here a little bit wide, and as we curve around, we're going to go a little bit smaller so that his tusk, so that his trunk looks like it's getting a little bit smaller. And now, kind of, see where you had this? You come down a little bit. This is where his little chin is going to be, and we're going to go like that. So now we have the head of your elephant going. So now we're going to come down. Now if this came up kind of high, and if you come down and run into your trunk, it's no big deal. Some kids are going to come down and they're not going to run into their trunk. However it works. For mine, look, when I come down like this, I come straight down. Do you see how I hit my trunk? I'm just going to pretend like I'm still drawing. I'm just going to jump over the trunk. I'm going to come down, go like this, and go up. What do you think I'm making right now? You know, I'm making his leg. And now you're just gonna go whoop like that so that you have the rest of them going over there. So you are styling. Now what you're gonna do is come right here, and we need to add a tusk. So this is kind of why I had you do it in pencil, because you have these lines here now that we're not gonna want to have there. My tusk starts from here and then comes back over here. So now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to erase those two lines right there, because I don't want it to look like the trunk was going through my tusk, just like that. Okay? So once you've got that going, you're almost done. You're doing great. You're going to make it. Here we go. Home stretch. Right here, let's give your guy a nice big ear. And again, guess what we're going to erase? Right there. We're going to get rid of that. And now we're going to give him a little eye. Doesn't have to be very big. And you, my friends, have successfully drawn an elephant. So at this point, we're going to take the Sharpie and we're going to go back over what we did. And this time we're not going to draw where we saw the lines with the lines that we erased. We're just going to go over the ones that we want. Now let's say that you can still see some of your pencil lines. Don't worry about it. You're going to be putting so many decorations on this thing. Hopefully that's not even going to show up. So I'm going over my elephant now. I'm tracing over it with Sharpie. And now is when I start to add my embellishments. Now, some people like to have it be that you can see the details on your elephant. So you may want to take a white crayon right now, and you could put like some circles around his eyes. And what's really weird is when you're doing this, you can't see it. I mean, I don't know if maybe when I go like this, if you can kind of see it a little bit. But when we do this later, here, do you see how you can see the white lines that I did after I put the paint on? So you can see it later. And the other secret too is just to push kind of hard. You can put little lines like this going on your elephant, so that, you know how when an elephant kind of curves up, it has those little wrinkles in there. So you can put that on there. You can go around the edge of your ear, whatever you want to do. Now's when we're gonna start to have some fun. You can now start to take colored crayons and you can start to add some details on there that you're looking for. So I'm going to look at some real elephants from India, and I'm gonna see a detail kind of like this one right here. So I could come here and right on his tusk, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this. And I'm gonna add this in. Notice that I'm pushing kind of hard. And you are gonna have so much fun drawing just a few designs on your elephant and then figuring out what you're gonna do next. I'm just gonna continue. I'm not gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna keep working here. You can watch me as I work, or you maybe be filling in your Sharpie right now.
Yeah, I can see your hand. It's in there.
So now that I'm completely done with my elephant, I could keep going, but I need to stop. I'm going to actually take the white and I'm going to color in his tusk so that when I go over it with the gray, it stays nice and white. And another thing that you may want to do is to put some designs around the outside here. And if you do, I'd like for you to do it in a yellow or an orange or something like that, because we don't want it to stand out. We really want it to be that your elephant is the thing that is standing out. So I'll have a few ideas for you for little background ideas like this, almost like you're putting little wallpaper behind them or something like that. But nothing too fancy, just having fun. And this flower design that I'm doing here is kind of common in India, and they really love the color orange. Marigolds, which are orange flowers, are considered very special over there. There we go. So now it's time to color this thing in, and that's going to be super easy. What you're going to do is you're going to dip your brush into some water, and then all you have to do is rub it onto this black palette here. You don't want to rub too much, just rub enough that you've got it on there, and you can start to paint. So you're going to come and paint his ear and paint his face. You can go around his tusk or you can go on top of his tusk, but you're going to just go right over what you did before. Because the crayon is there, the crayon is going to come right to the surface. If you want, you can go and make some parts a little bit darker by dipping it back into the black paint. But you're just basically now going to color this whole thing in. It's going to be beautiful. And then when you're finished, we're going to go around the outside edge with some orange. So I'm going like this. Now I'm trying to be very careful to not go outside of my elephant because I don't want it to bleed outside, which is why some of you may want to put an orange line around the outside. You'll have to see how that works for you. So I've now finished my elephant. Now I'm going to rinse my brush really well. I'm going to swoosh it around into my orange disc over here, and I'm just going to paint like this and fill it in. What's kind of fun is that because you used orange crayon, it shows up, but not like tons. I'm also going to have like some yellows and other colors like that you may want to do, but for right now I'm just going to stick with this orange color, and I'm just going around my elephant and I'm finishing up my project. Later on we're going to put this in a super nice frame and it's going to be super pretty and you're going to love it. Okay, and that is our elephant project.